A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. These are the latest sporting headlines that's making the news this Monday. After the win in Ranchi, India have taken a 1-0 lead in the series thanks to Virat Kohli's 135, Rohit and KL's wonderful 50s and Kuldeep Yadav's 4 wickets. After the end of the match, Sitanshu Kotak came for the press conference. And in that, the obvious thing was questions over Virat and Rohit when it comes to the 2027 World Cup. Sitanshu Kotak has openly stated that there are no question marks over the future of Rohit and Virat. Because the way how Virat in particular is playing, the way how they have contributed, the way how the experience is, the World Cup is still 2 years away. Why have a discussion about their future now? So that is the reason why Sitanshu Kotak has stated, look, Virat is performing, he is consistent, the experience is there, India are winning, there are absolutely no questions over his future. So Sitanshu Kotak in a big way has ensured that, okay, let us just not talk about Rohit and Virat at this point in time because there are a good 2 years to go for the World Cup in 2027. On the other hand, there is a meeting that is scheduled, but most likely in Raipur, you will see the test debacle that will be discussed, selection and everything else. And it is related to that Sandeep Patil has come out and defended Gautam Gambhir. Because in an interview with TOI, he mentioned that you cannot blame the head coach alone for the debacle. Why on earth is the combination not being talked about? I'm pretty much sure at this point in time that not just the head coach, there are several others who have to be taken to task for this. Gambhir at this point in time, yes, he pointed out, even Rahul Dravid didn't have a good start in his coaching career. Even Duncan Fletcher didn't have a good start to his test career when they were the coach of the Indian cricket team. So it does take time. However, the time nowadays is the one major factor which no one has. And that is why Gambhir, unfortunately, will have to live with the legacy of 2 whitewashes in 2 consecutive years at home. And that is something which is not worth it. So that's why Gautam Gambhir will face the heat. There is no denying it. But unnecessary criticism is one problem that is facing the Indian cricket management at this stage. So, looking at these particular things, Sandeep Patil has defended Gautam Gambhir in a way. But yes, Sandeep Patil knows that I have been a selector, I have been a coach. Most ex-cricketers who have criticized Gambhir have not even coached India. Why are they doing that? So that is the one thing which is going around at this point in time. Now, not just India versus South Africa, there is also the Ashes contest between Australia and England. 4th December, you will see the pink ball test match. And Joe Root has questioned, do we really need a pink ball test in an Ashes contest? Because the Ashes contest in itself is a wonderful thing and you don't need extra drama in an already spicy series. Joe Root in a way has kind of said, we don't need the pink ball test match. But is that worth it? The pink ball is one exciting test format which ensures that, okay, there are plenty of help for the bowlers, even the batters, if they hang in, they can get runs. But yes, Mitchell Starc, pink ball, Joe Root has also opened up on that challenge as well. But not just Joe Root. Even Steve Smith is trying out new trials in the pink ball. And basically, it is those black patches, the anti-glare patches that Steve Smith is trying. Because primarily, when you look at it, his pink ball test record isn't that great. Yes, he's got runs in most of the occasions. But in pink ball, it is not as great as Steve Smith's standards are. So he's trying this new eye patch at the Gabba to ensure that the anti-glare doesn't impact him in more ways than one. Then as far as another update is concerned on the captain, Shubman Gill, well, according to a report, he will begin his rehabilitation from today, December 1 onwards. And he is expected to resume batting by next week. So that's why Shubman Gill is trying to be fit for the New Zealand series that will take place in January. How that pans out, that remains to be seen. So that is about the cricketing news that is there. But let us focus our attention to other sports and in particular Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen has won the Qatar Grand Prix after a botch-up in strategy by McLaren involving Lando Norris. So, with this victory and with Lando Norris finishing outside of the podium, The gap now has reduced to 12 points after Max Verstappen has won in Qatar. So, heading into the final race in Abu Dhabi, 3 drivers are still in contention for it. Piastri needs several things going his way. Lando Norris just has to win. If he wins in Abu Dhabi, no permutations and combinations are needed. But if Max Verstappen wins in Abu Dhabi, then he has to hope that Lando Norris finishes below 6th. Piastri also, he should hope that the Max Verstappen and Lando Norris finish near the top 10. For example, 9 and 10. That will be the only way possible then. Then as far as other sports are concerned, Armand Duplantis, the world record-breaking machine in pole vault, he's going to get the World Athletics Awards that's going to take place in Monaco. He's going to get one of the top prizes there. And in that, he's mentioned that I visualize and I kind of like see that I want to break a world record in India. And he cited Neeraj Chopra as an inspiration. Neeraj and Armand Duplantis, remember, are very good friends. And that's why, looking at it, if he comes to India, if ever there is a Diamond League event in India, which looks highly unlikely, but Armand Duplantis coming to India, it will be a great, great feat itself. So that's why he wants to break a world record in India. Let's see how that pans out. Now, in the Junior Hockey World Cup, which is going to resume after a day's gap for India, India will take on Switzerland. Now, Switzerland are one of the top 2 teams that is in the second place spot. And India, they are all but confirmed in the quarterfinals. How they put on a display against Switzerland, that remains to be seen. And in the Asian Cup Masters Hockey Tournament, there is great news for India because both the men's and the women's team have managed to win the title there. So it's a great, great achievement that India have had in the Men's Asia Masters Cup in hockey, but there's bittersweetness because you lost Aslan Shah to Belgium. So lots to look forward to. We are now building up for the second ODI that is going to take place in Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Let's see how that pans out at this stage because India will be traveling today. Tomorrow there will be a practice and a press conference, and then in the second ODI that's going to take place. We are also building up to the Ashes as well. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.